Hello mga kapokpok, it's me again, your Uncle Bong, back in the game. Nung first video, pinag-usapan natin tungkol sa anchor sleever Dynabolt. In this video, we're gonna talk about the roof beam and the trusses na inilagay natin doon sa 2x3 by 1.5 mm na si purlins main support fixed by an anchor sleever Dynabolt connected to the columns and roof beam. Herein, we're gonna talk about welding connections. Sa welding connections, meron tayong iba't ibang welding rod na ginagamit. Let's say the 6011, the 6013, the 7018, and many more. And they come with variety of sizes or thickness. Yung dito sa site, yung ginamit namin is 6011 tsaka 6013 with a thickness of 1.6 mm since manipis lang din yung C-purlins na ginamit natin. And the 1/4 inch thick angle bar, ginamitan natin doon ng 6011 tsaka 6013 na 1.6 mm kakapal. Yung iba may gumagamit ng 1.8 mm or higher thickness. Depende yon sa kind of materials na wini-welding nyo. For example, doon sa previous project ko, yung sa precast welding connections, ginamitan namin doon yung pang surfacing nyo na 7018 with a thickness of 1.8 mm kasi makapal siya for heavy duty. Dito naman yung ginamit natin is 6011 for penetrant and yung 6013 for surfacing. Yung thickness na ginamit is 1.6 mm kasi pag makapal yung welding rod na gagamitin ay bubutasin ito yung material natin, which is not good, diba? Hindi maganda yung nagiging brittle yung steel materials natin. In welding works, meron tayong testing. Isa sa mga testing na ginagamit or ginagawa is yung DPT, the dye penetrant test. Sa dye penetrant test, meron tayong liquid type na non-destructive test yan. Meron tayong tatlong kulay na ginagamit. I forgot the colors, pero isa doon is yung for cleaning. The other one is for penetrating. And the last one is for the developing or the developer. In this kind of test, we're following a method wherein first and foremost, pinapalinisan muna yung welding connections kung saan i-conduct yung dye penetrant test or dye penetration test. Then after nun, i-applyan muna ng cleaner liquid. Then after 5 minutes or 7 minutes, I think, i-apply na yung penetrant. Kasi nga, sa pag-apply ng mga liquid na ito, meron tayong interval na sinusundan. Then, we'll wait again for another 5 minutes or 7 minutes then to apply the developer liquid. After na ng developer liquid, doon mo na makikita yung results ng mga welded connections. The results are as follows. Merong slug, merong pinholes, meron ang undercut, and meron ding underweld. Yung nag-fail if nag-result siya ng 5 pinholes and up. If slug, pinapalinisan lang yon. If undercut and underweld, pinapabuild up yon. But if 5 pinholes and up, failure na yon. Kasi ibig sabihin, merong void doon sa pag-welding ng tao natin, ng skilled worker natin. Pag nag-fail yon, dapat ipa-full weld ulit sa tao. Then, after nun, patest na naman ulit. I'm gonna show you some photos wherein we're conducting the dye penetrant test on site.
This is the actual footage of how you conduct the dye penetrant test, the precast welded connections. Then the next video, ito yung roof trusses natin using the 6011, 6013, and the canopy steel framing using 6011 and 7018.
The welding connection of the glass canopy steel framing was also tested for DPT because the latter is load-bearing since, as I said, it is carrying the glass canopy and this steel framing is cantilever supported by a tension rod with clevis plate connected to the base plate with stiffener plate anchored to the column. So together with my KQC and fellow CEs with my teammates, we picked the main support system of the steel framing, which were the clevis plate, a stiffener plate in the base plate, and some of the welding connections of the steel framing, which we thought were not fully welded. As you can see in those photos, Yung ginamit namin na welding rod doon is yung 6011 for penetrant and then 7018 for surfacing, since sabi ko nga heavy duty kasi precast welding connections yun. Moreover, in my previous job, doon nga sa sinabi ko na precast welding connections, we're randomly picking those welding connections for die penetrant test, but as per advice from the structural consultant, if pre-installed yung precast, meaning na isama sa buhos, nandun na yung precast panel natin, tapos may mga dowels na nakaabang, na welding or naitali sa mga biga natin or sa column, kung siya naman siya tumama, tapos isama siya sa buhos, 5% of the welding connections, of the total welding connections will be randomly picked from those precast welding connections. And then, if post-installed precast naman, meaning hindi siya naisama sa buhos, pero may naiabang na mga for welding connections niya, like the 12mm thick na angle bar, 10% of those welding connections will be randomly picked for die penetrant test. In my last video, I'm gonna show you the actual footage wherein my workers are doing the welding works. Yung ginamit ko sa main truss ko is yung angle bar na 1 1/2 by 1 1/2 by 1/4 inch. Then, yung web members nun are 16mm and 12mm. Doon naman sa intermediate truss, yung ginamit ko is 2 by 3 by 1.5mm na C purlins. Then reinforced with 10mm diameter DSB. And then doon naman sa roof beam, same lang sa main truss ko. Yung top and bottom cord is yung 1 1/2 by 1 1/2 by 1/4 inch na angle bar. And the web members are 16mm and 12mm DSB.
There you have it. The main trusses were already completed, already installed. However, the intermediate trusses are not yet completed. And also the last roof beam. Take note that those members are not yet fully welded. As you can see, pinapa-full weld ko na sa kanila yung mga connections using the 6013 welding rod. And here you go. All main trusses and intermediate trusses were already fixed on the main support, the 2 by 3 by 1.5mm C purlins. And to the columns and roof beam. Here we go. And pinapa-double check ko sa kanila yung layout if tama. Then pinapa-forward ulit. In view of the fact that the branches of that tree will hinder the purlins, papaputol natin yan. There you go. The last leaf of the column, pinapabuhusan na. What I am planning to do prior to the installation of the double-sided insulator, papalas coat muna natin yung mga steel materials natin to avoid corrosion in the future. To obliterate material decomposition. To add on, yung kontrata pa ng mga tao dito sa akin is pakyawan. Pakyawan, but as long as the work is in quality, so goods tayo dyan.
I hope you've learned something from me in this video. Until the next vlog, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.